Janet, try it like it created. And today we're going to be doing some ink smooshing and then some dotting with Sharpie markers. So I'm going to set the Sharpie markers off to the side for the moment. And I am using these two ink pads I just got in. Now these are from Maker Forte, but I bought them from Hedgehog Hollow. She is selling off some of the leftover materials that she has from Maker Forte. And so these were some of my favorite ink pads, that they are so moist and juicy that I grabbed a couple more when they were on sale this last week. And so I'm just smushing down the two colors. I'm using Welsh Dragon and Fresh Prince, and I'm going to spritz it with water, and then we're going to smush, or I'm calling it dabbing, our cardstock into it. Now I'm using an index card. So we're just going to tap in and get the background covered. And that's looking nice. See how these colors work together. All right, now we're going to cut this down to a tag eventually. All right, get a little bit more of the lighter color in there if I can. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to hit this with a heat tool, and then I'll be right back. All right, I went ahead and dried this one and cut it down. So we've got our tag shape and our punch. And so we're ready to do our dots on here now. I picked up some of the extra ink on another index card, and then I tested out my Sharpie acrylic markers on it to see what colors looked good. And interesting enough, I should show you what I have here is gray, yellow, white, blue, and black. I think all of them work except for the gray. What's happening with the gray is it's being pushed towards red, which is the complementary color of green. So if it can't absorb color, it will push it towards its complement. So gray is a neutral color, and so it is pushing it towards its complementary color. And so that would be red. So these are appearing pink. And just to show you, this is the actual gray marker here. It is a gray marker, but on top of the green, it is looking pink. So I set that one aside because I didn't want to add pink to our composition. And then I thought, well, maybe the shapes would indicate to us you know, where the dots should be. So I'm going to go in with white and just start and kind of see what happens with our creativity. So I see kind of a line happening here. So I thought I would go up, and then I thought this kind of curve right here. And I see a curved shape right here. I'm not sure about that. I see one up here as well. I think I might go ahead and make this a circle. All right. I know I need something over here. So maybe if we just come straight down to complement the other line, like so. I like what's happening so far. I feel like we need a little bit more. I think the colors that this is making is just so beautiful with the two inks and how they kind of blended together and made blues and yellows and greens. I really like the look of what's happening here. I thought about adding in some lines, so I'm just going to go for it and just do some lines off the side here. That. And then do we want them up here as well? I think we could do a curve right here. And I switched out to yellow. So I played around with some words here. They come from a printable available in my shop. I started out with black with white type, and I didn't really like the look, so I flipped it over and used the other side of the page, which was white with black type. So now I am just going to go ahead and use some wet glue here and stick these down. And I played around with placement as well. Took me a little bit to decide where I wanted them and what I liked best. And I still just love the texture that we've gotten from those ink pads on the background from smushing. It's just really beautiful. And although I'm covering some of it up, I do want to keep a lot of it visible. It's almost tie-dye like in look. I hope that's coming across on the video. All right, so there I've got my words. They're not perfectly squared, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to take a fine liner and just kind of go around them. And have that be it for this week's tag. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel and follow along, and you'll get notified every time I upload a new video.